So about 20 minutes from Otley, we've just headed north, and Pateley Bridge is down that way, so this is like Nidderdale basically. And then if you head up that way, it heads sort of in the direction of Wharfdale and Grassington and Skipton and things like that. And I just showed you some of the views. There's like a big quarry up there. I don't know if you can see that tower, but behind that's a big quarry where there's like an art exhibition thing, like an installation, coalstone cut. And then just showing you some views here. So yeah, so Pateley Bridge and the River Nid go down that way. And this is the kind of catchment divide of it here. See, there's been some tree planting or something down there. Just get a sense, and then over that way the rivers flow down towards the Washburn, right down that way. And straight ahead here there's like a underground cave system, where like a show cave you can visit as well. Stumpcross Caverns, straight ahead. So we're just heading now, roughly speaking, westwards. It's Thursday morning, just after 9 o'clock. Yes, you can see how low the reservoirs are. So this is Grimworth Reservoir. That's 3/4 of a mile away on the footpath. So if I just zoom in, you'll be able to see it's very low because of the dry weather we've been having. Look at that. So that's Grimworth Reservoir. And then we're just going down this steep hill at the minute. So it says keeping a low gear, 16% gradient on it. Head down that way. Lorry coming like slowly up the hill, it's steep, so it's struggling with the engine. It's pulled off the main road now, going a little country lane towards Burnsall. Typical kind of scenes in the Dales, this. So it says the public footpath, the bank top. There's some good, nice scenes there, look. So we're near Burnsall, so that means we're heading down to the River Wharfe, which is in the valley down here.
Some little donkeys grazing in a little patch. Just driving now into Burnsall. Look at all the cones they've put out there for no parking on that bit. So yeah. And what's this happening here? Just Dogfest.
Car park, £12.
£12?
Let's park on some grass. It's incredible. There's nobody here, like, it's quiet because it's just a Thursday morning, it's not a holiday period or anything. The old bridge. So like little village green area, look, with old monuments and what's that, village green.
Tea room, high school.
Tea room. So this is Burnsall, some old buildings here. This is St Wilfrid's Church in Burnsall. open. Well, we'll see. Ancient stones, Viking legacy. Viking legacy. Hogback grave cover from the 10th century. Hiberno-Norse in style. Shape of a house, curved tower. So it's like from Viking sort of, yeah. Muzzled bear. Yeah. So Angles from southern Denmark settled in Yorkshire about AD 547. Burnsall comes from the Anglo-Saxon personal name Bruni or Brinny, and the Old English word hal, it means Brinny's nook of land in the river bend. So originally an English settlement, but half the local names have Norse origins, such as Thorpe, Skyholm. Yeah, right. So it's a mixture of influences. Well, we can go back to 1270 for the rectors of Burnsall. And then it's got the latest one, 2023. Matthew Wood. There's still a bit of space left there on the board. Post-conquest stones. Early 12th century from a Norman church. Yes, so the toilet in the church has been twinned with a toilet in Burundi. Right, okay, so I think we'll get going. We're at the river. So the gate's on like a chain and a pulley thing, so it turns like that. This is the primary school founded by Sir William Craven in 1602, and it's still a primary school today. I think this one has been converted into a nursery. But when we look at the setting for the old stone buildings on the hillside and everything, pretty steep. Look at all that. Yeah, nursery annex. Primary school nursery annex. Little strawberry plots there, look, as well. So this is a walk through Burnsall on the River Wharf. So this is so this is Yorkshire Dales, Thursday morning, about 10 o'clock. Nobody about really. Yeah. Old gate post there. Oil fired heating, you can see the oil tanks at the back. So we're coming down now to the sort of village green area where there's the river and the bridge. Well, there's still a bit of flow in the river despite the very, very dry weather, but it's probably at the lowest level it's been for a long time, because last year it was like raining every 5 minutes, so it's always gushing through. Just on the bridge here. This is where we took my mother last year before, when she came down she was coming down for a trip to Skipton or something on the bus, and we picked her up and brought her here. Had a sandwich, a picnic. Just sitting down there in the seats, yeah. So you can walk along this path here as well, along the river that way. Pretty clear looking today, the water. Yes, the flow has been so low that they've actually got algae building up all along the side of the river there. Flow to kind of wash that away. You can see it here as well, the algae. So that's not a good sign in terms of sort of pollutant loading and things like that from the farming and the sheep. And quite a lot of little fish. Darting about. So this is just basically the end of the village here, down by the river. We'll head back up to the car. It's parked for free up here. House martin. There's like a pair of them, they're going up there. We're attacking that one. Very strong smell of something cooking, but this is Grassington. We're in the we've actually just been on the park right in the middle of the sort of village square, rather than any of the pay and display car parks or anything. And we've got the free folk museum to go in, so we'll go and have a look at that now. So American tourists are here as well, taking photographs of things, old signs and old cameras. There's all sorts in here, isn't there? Just different things. Boar's skull. We've got some of this stuff here.
Is it like an eggshell?
No, it's just a tree.
Oh, yeah, it's like carboniferous trees.
That was like a projector used in Grassington Town Hall until 1964. These are quite old, aren't they? 10,000 BC.
So he left Greendown and came to live in Skythorns, which was then a small, straggling hamlet. Here he earned a scant livelihood, doing odd jobs of clog repairing. In time, Bose grew dissatisfied. He was determined to improve his position and went to Leeds, where he learned the trade of clogger and shoemaker. He moved to Grassington, where he began in a small way converting an empty cottage next to the one in which he lived on Armstrong Terrace into a clogger and barber shop. In those days, clogs were more generally worn. He was the man who made the dreadnoughts, the heavy clogs worn by the men who worked in the lime quarries. Not only did farm and quarry workers have them, but they were worn by housewives and almost all of the village children. As at that time, Grassington boasted neither clogger nor barber, the cleaner of Bowes proved a boon to the village folk. If at that time you had visited the clogger's little shop, you would have found a peat fire.
A knife polisher. Potato cutter for making chips, 1930.
Exactly, and the retakes and the whatever in the
Just have it been.
They all must be doing something. Hey?
There's supposed to be a film playing up there.
Yeah, a video she said.
Excellent.
got older ZX Spectrums than that. We've got older games than that.
Tiny, tiny pieces.
A little bit of blue sky up there now. You know. Just walking up the hill here in the kind of main street through Grassington. There's not much room for cars and people here. The notorious Tom Lee. Got like sort of village hall or whatever here. Just back down the little square again in Grassington. There is a national park centre a bit like round the corner there. We're not going to go there. Church house. What that's about? Clock. There you go, if you want anything for Christmas. How much they're selling, like May and June. And I think there's one pub too many, that one's gone. I think there's like 3 or 4 pubs here. National Park, sort of visitor centre's just down there. "10 miles from Skipton." Very interesting fact here, very interesting fact. There's a lot of coffee shops, gift shops, beauty salons, artist studios and things like that. Okay, it's about 20 past 11 on Thursday morning. We're now in Skipton. Managed to get parking for free right in the centre. It's like 1 hour free parking. So yeah, so we might first of all go and have a look at the museum and use the facilities there. Beer festival today. So yeah, it's quite busy because there's a beer festival on in a room adjacent to the museum. But it doesn't seem that many people there yet. But you can hear a lot of chatter. There's all sorts of stuff in here. We've got the old bones, the fossils, the stone, farming history, milking, dairy farming and all that. The old milestones. Painted cabinets.
So 5 years it was 10 shillings,
Blacksmiths.
9 pence. Yeah, right, 3 shillings.
Butterfly collection, yeah. Roman jugs and yeah. So this is the Britannia printing press. I'm just looking at the feet of it at the minute. There we go. And this one was owned by the Craven Herald newspaper. So the Britannia printing press was printed by Benjamin Porter of Leeds, 1837, 1857. Okay. It's 1900 pressed flowers and grasses and that. Plant collecting. Yeah, this little indoor bit, isn't it, to come when it's raining? Oh, I actually remember ever coming in here before. We've got like shops upstairs and downstairs.
This is where, you know, you're unresident.
Paving slabs and that, yeah. So yeah, just a little indoor shopping centre in Skipton. Quite old stone buildings and that, and they've got a little glass roof across it. Could have come out that door. Well, there's a rare sight, there's actually a bank in a small town, that west, and a Halifax. Amazing. Amazing. I guess they'll be closing it soon, but there you go. They are here. We're down at the sort of barge area now, and that's the sort of Freddie Truman statue over there. Cricketer bowling. So if you walk up this path, it takes you up to the woodland walk around the Skipton Castle and the Skipton Castle Woods. And you follow the stream up and everything, and there's a nice walk up there. That would take like half an hour to walk up there. There's quite a few things to explore. And then this little road takes us along to the bridge over the canal near the castle and the church up that way. There's a little barge going along there. Down that way. Off we go. So you have got the little stream that comes down here, which has got some flood defence measures at the very top end. So that's the stream you follow up through the woods. You follow the canal to its exit, like it's the end. There's a little offshoot from the main Leeds Liverpool Canal that takes you up to behind the castle.
I think I can smell me.
So that's the bridge. The road bridge goes over the canal and the little stream there. And there's this little old corn mill which has been taken over by shops and things now, but you can go in and look at the old water wheel. You can sort of feel the cold and the damp and things down here. Dripping, the noise and all that. This is all a bit sort of steamed up, or you can't quite see the wheel very well, just see my reflection. Should I call pull the chain.
Whoop.
That releases the water, which then helps the water turn, yeah. So then it says when you're finished, it says push up hard to kind of close the little gate. There we go. That should stop the water. And then the wheel will stop. There we go. It's a bit reflective, the glass, so you can't video it that well. There we go. And that's the wheel turning there from the water power. And then yeah, this is a map showing you Skipton Castle Woods that you can walk about from about here. You just follow the route along the to the end of the canal, and then the stream up and stuff through the woods, and the little dams and woodland walk through along the stream. So it's been going here since the 12th century with a water-powered mill. So this is where the little stretch of the canal, the offshoot from the Leeds-Liverpool canal, just goes up. There's a dead end at the end of there, at the castle. Skipton Castle is behind there. This is Holy Trinity Church here. Sort of, right in the heart of Skipton, just at the top end of the big sort of main street. The shops and have the markets on a few times a week as well down this street, market stalls. We managed to park just here for free. Yeah, so there's like a cafe through there as well. 10 till 2. You can smell soup or something, can't you? So we'll just come out of there, we'll just park down here, just show you the gate to the castle. So that's the castle there, you have to pay to get in that. You can see it pretty well when you walk around the back along the canal and everything. You can see there all the towers, the turrets and the wall and everything around it. It's usually open every day from 10 o'clock. And you've got the walls going all the way up and around that part of Skipton. And then just up there is the Skipton Building Society headquarters.
Thanks for watching. We then just headed straight back home from Skipton. It was quite a nice morning out. Thank you. Bye bye.